horror fanatics have surely watched the famous movie Silent Hill, which was inspired by the ghost town of Centralia. But like shown in the movie, is it really haunted or is it just abandoned? Pennsylvania once had a thriving coal mining industry during late 1800s and early 1900s, as it had the richest, purest coal deposits in the world. Centralia was one of them. It was a small, friendly community where people knew each other. In 1962, City Council wanted to get rid of the local landfill before the Memorial Day ceremony. The Oddfellow Cemetery was very close to the landfill, so they had all the more reasons to do it quickly because the stink from the landfill was spilling into the surrounding areas. So they got a firefighting team to burn all the waste. After all the waste was burnt, the firefighting team put out the last bit of flames by pouring water on it, and they left thinking the fire was fully out. But unfortunately, a tiny spark of it got into the mining tunnels and set everything ablaze, turning it into an underground furnace. Multiple attempts were made to extinguish the underground mine fire, all at an enormous cost, but they were unsuccessful. The town coexisted with the mine fire for some time, while the government tried to find a solution. The conditions became very hazardous. Carbon monoxide started spreading everywhere, resulting in severe respiratory infections. There were sinkholes opening up every now and then. This forced the government to take immediate action. In 1981, a 12-year-old boy, Todd Domboski, almost got sucked into a sinkhole while he was playing in his grandmother's backyard. I guess he was lucky because he wasn't playing alone, he was with his cousin, so he was rescued just in time. There was also another incident. The mayor of Centralia collapsed in his apartment above the gas station he owned and managed. The toxic fumes made its way up to the second floor through the vent pipes in the building. The entire population was evacuated in 1984 except for a few who chose to stay back. The houses there were authorized for demolition. In 2013, an agreement was made with those who were still living there, which stipulated that their house after death will transfer to the state. Before Centralia was consumed by an underground fire, its population was just about 2,761. In 2010, only 10 residents were listed on the US Census, which went down to 7 people in 2013 and just 5 in 2017. The noxious fumes of Centralia didn't just destroy roads and homes. The increase in carbon monoxide also managed to ruin vegetation and wildlife. It turned the entire town into a complete wasteland. The roads get worse and worse as you get closer to the city. Route 61, the 4-lane highway, has cracks here and there with poisonous fumes coming out. And sinkholes have destroyed any possibilities of this road being useful again. People who are seen in the vicinity are warned to always keep watch as sinkholes can open up anywhere, anytime. After the movie Silent Hill was released, Centralia became a popular tourist destination. People visit that place even now to take pictures and videos. They're not concerned about the underground fire that is still ablaze, or sinkholes that can open up any time and swallow them whole, or the poisonous gases that can cause severe illness or even death. Anthracite has the highest energy density of coal, which is why, even years later, the underground fire is still burning. Fire under the town of Centralia started in 1962 and shows no sign of stopping. Temperature 30 feet below the surface is recorded at 1,000 degrees Fahrenheit. Although entry to Centralia is not forbidden because there are still a few residents living there, Commonwealth of Pennsylvania had put up many warning boards around city limits, but most of them are not even visible anymore. In 2002, the United States Postal Services suspended the town's zip code, and all the roads leading to Centralia have since been barricaded. According to the Smithsonian, the underground fire is growing by 75 feet every year across 4 different directions. The fire is more evident along St. Ignatius Cemetery. Although researchers who are keeping a close track of this fire spreading have their doubts on whether this will turn another town into ghost town, residents who are living closer and around this area have their fear that sooner or later fire will reach them too. The question still remains whether Centralia is just abandoned because of its tragic history, or is it really haunted? Some tourists claim to have heard voices that are coming through the openings and cracks on the road. Centralia might appear exactly like the location shown in the movie, but it is certainly not cursed by witches or multidimensional monsters. A Catholic church north of Route 42 still holds weekly services on Sunday. The Oddfellows Cemetery, which is on the east side of Route 61, is still open to public as an unofficial tribute to the town that tragically died. There are generations of souls resting in this place who made a working wage in the same coal mine that ultimately destroyed the town. There is nothing much left in Centralia other than the underground fire. There is graffiti everywhere. This place has turned into a haven for graffiti artists who like to spray paint everything. But please do be careful if you're visiting. Route 61 is collapsing because of intense heat. The ventilation pipes installed by the government to monitor progression is also allowing oxygen in, which is aiding the undying fire. Centralia might have turned into a dark tourist destination now, a place that holds many stories and legends, but for few, it is still their home. We hope you enjoyed this episode. Thank you so much for watching. Please don't forget to click subscribe and share this around. Have a wonderful day and take care.